If we're live. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I feel like we've done a live. I don't know about you, but I've been vacationing, resting, and it's just really wonderful to see everyone. I've been excited to come back here and see everyone again and say hello and thank you to everyone who's been messaging us saying when are you going when are you coming back on the platform. So Nyawa for joining us tonight, and Scano grandmother Renee and Dennis Windego. If you'd like to say
Yes,
hello.
hello.
Scanos, Onsego, Quay, and Honey, and hello, everyone. It's so good to be here, especially with starting off with the laughter. It's medicine, and that's what we're looking at is giving the people that medicine that they need, that relationship to spirit and a relationship to friendships. And so, welcome home, Dennis.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to be here and certainly looking forward to connecting with people again on the 20th in a human to human, face to face kind of contact, right? And just to be together and to experience that community feeling and connection collectively as we journey through that day, and really looking forward to it.
Yeah, actually, we've had quite a few people that have been. We sent out a nice memo today to the people that have that already have spent time with you, and so we've received some people saying that they're very excited to come back, and what you shared with them last time really moved them, and moved them from. Some people said that from a place that they were stuck. I say some. When I say some, I always like to make it sound bigger, but it was probably about four people, which I think is a lot. When you're gathering and your goal is to help people, heal, maybe heal themselves. Really, you're not where when you're in a collective space, it's about creating that safe space so people can really reflect on themselves and see how they can maybe change the way they do things in their life. So we have had some amazing responses to the last time. And then people know you, Dennis, and know grandmother Renee and Gail and some of the other grandmothers that will be with us. And they understand, you know, they what they're getting into. I think going in. So that's why so many people are saying, I'm coming. What's this all about? So wounds to wisdom. Wounds to wisdom is what you named this, right? So
Yes.
maybe you can tell us a little bit about this time we'll be together.
Well, when I think about trauma and I think about being wounded, and or sometimes people refer to it as being damaged, right? We go through a human experience with trauma, and it does leave wounds that are not really seen, but it comes out in different ways. And I think we need to attend to those wounds because we have reactions whenever people touch those wounds or remind us of those wounds. And but yet there's a gift in that wound, right? There's that gift of self. There's that gift of release and medicine and wisdom, how it can guide us in our lives, and how truly we truly are heroes. We've been our own heroes through our own when we've gone through our own trauma, because we've gotten through it, right? People have moved themselves through that. Even if they feel stuck, that's all part of the journey. And being stuck with trauma is pretty common. But if you experience a movement, it gives you hope. Hey, I can work through this. This is going to move out of me. This is, something that I can handle, something I can do. And for some people, it'll give that release, or that change in how it stays stuck inside. So we'll be doing different types of exercises to help people access the wisdom in the body, the wisdom from that wound, and not spending time in the wound, but looking at how the wound can help people release and set themselves free from what has been stuck, what has been unspoken, what has been shut down, what has been not present, but how that woundedness shows up. And when we're able to move that through, um, we actually can start to connect with self. And it brings us wisdom, the knowledge, the intergenerational knowledge, the ancestral knowledge, and the knowledge and the wisdom that we gain through a lifetime of experiencing different things that we've gone through, and how it can guide our way right into now and into the future. So I'll be introducing some exercises that people can use, perhaps in their practice or when they're helping others or even for themselves. Most of the exercises, it does require some support. Um, and you're going to see that when you do the processing and some of the experiential processes that we're going to do. It takes a whole community to heal, right? And we're going to be a witness to that when we gather on the 20th, and how we walk through this collectively together. And I'm just excited about it, because I know people will respond in a positive way, and it will help them move forward. And that's what I would like to bring.
Nyawa, all of that sounds so amazing. And some of the words that you used in there were community and support. And one of the first things that you said, when we started to talk about moving forward with your practices, and really wanting to bring the teachings and knowledge out to the community, you mentioned the grandmothers right away, and that it's so important to have that support for the community, for you, for the people that are learning this maybe for the first time, and that confidence. Grandma, I don't know, do you want to just speak about the roles of the grandmothers in this and in community?
Okay. Well, grandmothers are always in the background, always observing. And what I observed was another gentle way of healing. And I really, what turned into, I know when our first group, a lot of them were kind of nervous, but after a while they got right involved, and it was just like you brought the little spirit out of them, and it wasn't as traumatizing as I thought it would be, and it was more of a gentle way of looking at themselves, and I really appreciate hearing afterwards what they were saying, and they were saying it was a gentle way of connecting and knowing. And so, as a grandmother, it was so good to see many of the people that their eyes. I just love watching their eyes, and when you did something, and their eyes just went, it was just aha moments, and it was so beautiful how it unfolded. And so, yeah, it was amazing. And I'm looking forward to the other bags of tricks you got.
Many years of tricks or strategies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just, knowing that the grandmas will be there, and that community will be there, our Indigenous community, we know that it's time. Right. We've been saying this in so many, actually, I've put this on some of the communication that I'm sending out. Grandma, you always say, we've been waiting for you. Right. We've been waiting for you. And, some of the processes and systems and these, what's out there and happening, like we've been talking a lot, over the years of doing things and talking about the fear and talking about what's next and how do we get into action. And so, I'm just grateful for this platform, for the people that are supporting us to be able to make this happen, for those of you who are courageous enough to come out and spend this time with us in community. It's not that it has been easy to make this happen, but there hasn't been a lot of resistance. And so we're grateful that, we spend time in ceremony and are asking for these opportunities to come together in community. So I'd like to just, thank Grandma Renee and Dennis. I can't say any other way except that we asked for your support and help in our community in Halton to say we need to heal. The people need to heal. And when we said that, it happened. And you said yes, and you came. And so I just want to say how grateful I am, how grateful I know our Indigenous community that has been, coming out and supporting these programs, supporting what we're trying to do here. They're grateful, but more so the people that have been coming from all over Ontario to your trainings. I know that they're very grateful too. So let's just keep it going and let the vibration happen, and the ripple effects will, we hope, reach other people, and we hope that you join us. Would anyone else like to share before we say see ya?
Well, I just want to say I'm looking forward to reconnecting with people that I have met in the first time that we gathered, and looking forward to meeting people that weren't there before but are going to be there this time. And I know it's going to be a good day. People will walk out of there with some tools, and also some validation for the tools that they already have, and that they're building on that. And I think it's just a great time. I'm glad that happy to see Renee and the grandmothers there, and everybody else that's going to support us in our groups and in our small groups that we're going to have, and debriefing groups. Everybody does a different part to make this happen. So I'm very grateful to everybody, and I look forward to seeing you.
I know there's so many people that, you think of, oh, I got to tell this one. I got to tell this one. I got to tell this one. I hope that barn is big enough. So looking forward to seeing all of you come and be a part of a beautiful day.
Actually, before we go, if I could just say, we try when we make these invites to make sure that we include everyone, right? How do you, and those are some of the things that we get stuck on the language part, because it sometimes can be sensitive, right? People say, is this for me? I'm not Indigenous. Can I come? I am Indigenous. I'm a frontline worker. Is this the right place for me? So those are the kinds of, I guess that's one of the reasons why we created this opportunity right now, is just to say this is for everyone who, you don't have to be in, certain sectors or places in your life or professions. This is if you feel called. We're here for you. We're waiting for you.
Yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh.